Hey everyone, this is Helena, and I'm talking with my friend and fellow coach, Orchid Tao, today. Orchid is a women's dating and empowerment coach who helps women break the unavailable man pattern and attract healthy, lasting love with their ideal partner. And we are so excited for today's topic. We're going to talk about that exact thing, how to stop attracting emotionally unavailable men. This was certainly the type of man both Orchid and I used to be attracted to before we kind of turned things around for ourselves. So this is a topic that's really near and dear to my heart, and I know so many women out there are struggling with this. So welcome, Orchid. Thank you so much for talking with me again today.
Oh, thank you so much. I always love being on your channel, and thank you for connecting me with your amazing tribe, and thank you for doing the amazing work that you do.
Yeah, this is such an important topic. Probably the number one thing that women come to me where they're either stuck on a man who's emotionally unavailable or actually unavailable. And the other side of that coin is that they're not really attracted to men who are available and who are just ready and willing to be in the kind of relationship they want. So there's so much to say about this topic, and we're going to try and keep this video short for you guys. But let's dive in. What is an emotionally unavailable man for those women who are just hearing this for the first time?
Yeah, so an emotionally unavailable man is somebody who basically does not really hear you or feel you, care about how you feel, especially when you're feeling unsafe, insecure, unimportant, or unloved. Anytime you have a concern or a fear, or you need more quality time or connection, or to be treated well or to be committed to, he is not up for any of those things. And that's basically how unavailable men show up. They can be players, narcissists, abusers, or even, your longtime partner, depending on how far you've let it go, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And that sounds horrible, right? And so, consciously you would think, well, why would someone, be attached to a man who's like that? But it happens all the time. I've certainly been there myself. I know you have too, right? So why do women choose these men or stay connected to men who aren't meeting their needs or who aren't available for the kind of relationship that they want? Is it something about them that's unavailable? Or I'd love to hear everything you have to say on that.
Yeah, a lot of the time it's the way that women have grown up, the relationship they've had with their parents. Sometimes it's the dad, sometimes it's the mom, sometimes it's both. But, during those formative years, if you were not seen or heard, if you were neglected and abandoned, then you learned that it's not possible to have your wants and needs met, or they don't matter. It's not important. And so you just keep allowing, people to treat you badly. You don't know that it's time to speak up. You don't know that it's time to set a healthy boundary to protect yourself, protect your heart, and your well-being and your safety. So, until women learn that they are worthy and deserving of getting their wants and needs met, they're going to keep choosing these men and falling back into this pattern. And also, when we don't know how to date discerningly and choose the right partner or healthy relationship, things just usually just don't work out, and you break up or you get divorced. And then each time, you put up a wall and more walls and more walls, and then you become emotionally unavailable. So you're showing up with men, and some of them could be open to love. But if you're showing up with a bunch of walls up, well, that instinctively makes a person want to put their walls up. So then if you're unavailable, you're going to inspire that in someone who may, have the capability to be available with you. Or you just, magnetize more emotionally unavailable men, period. So it's really important to learn how to trust yourself and have the confidence to be able to show up as an open, authentic woman, and come out from behind those walls. But, you don't want to come out from behind those walls without any skills and just open up your heart and just say, here I am, here's all my love, it's free. You know,
Totally. Oh my gosh. Yes. And I know Orchid is a total expert and genius in how to communicate those boundaries and really trust yourself, right? So you're not putting yourself in a situation where you're going to get hurt, right? So how, I mean, there's so much to say here, but just as an overview, how do women start to break this pattern? Because like you said, so much of this is unconscious. We might think, well, this is just the guy I'm attracted to, but deep down, there's all of these things happening. Like something I always say is what you accept or tolerate in a relationship is a measure of what you think you deserve deep down, just like you were saying a few minutes ago. So if this is all you're used to, if this is what feels familiar, when a man comes along who's available, you're going to be bored with that guy. You're certainly not going to be attracted or turned on to him. So how do women turn this around? Because I know it's possible. I did it myself. I see my clients doing it every day, and I know you do too. So I'd love to hear everything you have to say on like some of the initial steps to start breaking this pattern.
Mm-hmm. You know, you have to first hit this point where you're like, I don't want to go through this pain and suffering anymore. I don't want to have all this heartbreak anymore. I don't want to be sitting here alone, waiting by the phone, feeling so neglected and abandoned and breadcrumbed and just worthless anymore. Like, I'm tired of the pain. I'm tired of the roller coaster, of the emotional roller coaster and the drama that keeps repeating. Because if you're still addicted to that and you're still getting something from that, you don't have what it takes to change. So you have to hit the bottom and from there you have to start identifying what is it that I keep, like Helena said, tolerating that's hurting me. Is it that I keep tolerating men who don't spend enough time with me? Do I keep tolerating men who don't listen to me? Do I keep tolerating men who cheat on me, are liars, or are abusers? What does the healthy relationship look like? Do I even know? Do I need to educate myself? Right? And really digging deep down, gaining enough self-knowledge as possible, learning, how you need to be treated to feel safe and secure and cherished and respected and loved, what you need from a partner, and then how to communicate that gracefully so you're not being demanding and aggressive and repelling men away, but you're actually speaking to them in a way that is heart to heart so that they hear you and they care about how you feel and they will want to step up and meet your needs.
Absolutely. It's so important. Oh my gosh. I remember some of those rock bottom moments for me where I'm like, a lot of women I hear from too are like, I just got burned that one last time and then there is no going back. Like, you have to make a choice to close those doors and take a stand for what you truly desire and step up for yourself. That's when you start attracting men who want to meet you on that level, is what I've certainly found. And for everyone watching, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know your experiences down below in the comment section, or maybe you can go through and check out some of the comments. I know this is a really common situation. We've both been there. We've all been there, right? So please let us know where you're at, what's going on with you. We love hearing from you guys. And make sure to stay till the end of this video because Orchid has an incredible free resource for you that I was a part of. If you want to learn exactly how to do this, how to get those skills to communicate your boundaries and really show up for yourself so you would start attracting men who want to show up powerfully for you too. So what does knowing your worth, what does that mean to you? And what does that really look like and feel like? And if you have any practical steps for women watching this to really start owning their value and acting according to that belief so they can stop tolerating bad behavior and attract a different kind of man.
Absolutely. Yeah. You hear a lot about, you got to love yourself, you got to own your worth. And it's way more than just affirmations and playing a tape in your head that you're enough and that you're amazing and you deserve love. Of course, yes, that's a great tape to be playing in your head and you should be, but there's usually a gap between what's in here and what you're actually doing in the real world, the choices you're making and the actions that you're taking.
So true.
Because if you say I'm amazing and I deserve an amazing man, and you're dating this man and he wants to have sex right away, and you know that's not the best move for you, but you do it anyway, well, then that's not in alignment with really owning your worth and protecting yourself. So, you know, a great way to communicate a boundary like that is saying, hey, you know what, John, I'm so flattered that, you know, you want to take this further, and I'm really attracted to you, and I'm really excited to explore sexually, but before we go there, I'd love to just, you know, take it slowly and really take time to get to know you, for us to get to know each other, you know, to on a deeper level, to see if we could really meet each other's wants and needs, and if, you know, we could be, if exclusivity is something that, you know, is right for us. You know, if it is, then I'd love to explore with you sexually, but until then, you know, I don't want to rush into anything because I don't want to make another big mistake.
Yeah, so to me, that looks like sticking to your boundaries, because you're so right. I was like over here just going, oh my gosh, that's so true when you said it. And I see it all the time in the comment sections, like, well, I deserve this. And, you know, I'm an amazing woman. And we are thrilled for any woman who knows that consciously. But if you're collapsing your boundaries and tolerating bad treatment or staying stuck on men who aren't really meeting your needs at all, then there's a disconnect between what you know say you want and the way you're, you know, behaving and acting, and what you're accepting and tolerating, of course, right? So that was great. To me, it sounds like sticking to your boundaries, not collapsing your boundaries because you really like this one guy. And I've been there so many times in my past, you know, making exceptions for men because of your strong feelings for them. We can get attached to these men, and then we think our feelings are kind of like rare and special because maybe you're not attracted to that many men. Really common thing, right, with women who have this pattern. So we tolerate things we wouldn't ordinarily tolerate with any other man. So what I hear you saying is sticking to your boundaries, really choosing yourself, putting your own heart and your own desires ahead of your feeling or desire to be with one particular man. Do I have that right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And you got to be clear on what it is that you want and need, that you cannot compromise on if you want to be happy long term.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is so important. There's obviously so much more to say on this topic. Let us know if you guys want Orchid and I to make some more videos around this. It's really one of the most common situations we see, or at least I know I do. And let's talk about your free resource, something that I was a part of, and we just wanted to make it available for everyone in my community, totally free, right? About attracting the right man.
Yes, I have an incredible gift for you ladies. It is a free masterclass series. It's called the Attract the Right Man free masterclass series for single women who want to learn how to date discerningly and attract extraordinary love with the right man, who's your ideal match, and who's emotionally available and committed to you. Helena is definitely part of that panel. I'm excited for all of you to see our interview together around, you know, really having the right beliefs as well. So to sign up for that summit, that free masterclass series, go ahead and click on the link in the description box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right below this video, just click the description. I'll also try and add it to the comment section, and it's totally 100% free, no strings attached. You get our incredible video masterclass that we created together around the mindsets and beliefs, one of my favorite things to talk about, necessary to really embody your own value and radiate that out so you attract the kind of man who knows your value too. You don't have to convince him of anything. So any last words of wisdom before we close out?
You're worth it. You're worth incredible, extraordinary love, and you're worth an incredible, extraordinary partner. You just need to learn the skills and the steps to get there. It's all learnable.
Totally. I just feel this is like so part of my mission. I think yours too is for women to really understand how valuable they truly are. And I think sometimes when a guy comes along and we get strong feelings for him, we immediately put ourselves kind of below him energetically, sometimes without even realizing it, where we're just kind of trying to prove ourselves to him and win his love. And it's just the opposite of how it works and what we want for you. You want a man who's showing you that he deserves your heart, right? So This is phenomenal. Everyone, please go check out the free masterclass series. The link is in the description right below this video. Orchid, thank you so much again. Let's definitely do this again soon. This was amazing.